Just putting those two names together can jumpstart a host of feelings and memories through Tuscaloosa and Baton Rouge. Moments of frustration, disbelief, and jubilation due to the battles that these two have had. From national championship games to season derailments, this rivalry has had it all, and we've got even more for you today. An iconic venue, Tiger Stadium, Baton Rouge. It's the Alabama Crimson Tide and the LSU Tigers. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Alabama's head coach told me before the game he is so excited because this crowd has been one of their best assets all season. They make every game difficult. When a hard opponent comes in, the crowd rises to their best occasion. And he's been telling the students all week, we need you today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. Coming out with it, it's Jenkins. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Russell. He's going to take a shot. He's got it way down the field.
Hey, a lot of coaches talk about, let's set the tone early. Let's come out and assert our style. I like it. Let's just come out and fling it and make a big play and make this defense know we're ready to get this thing rolling.
You get a play like that and you feel like you can go in and finish the deal. It'll be 1st and 10 from just inside the 50. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Hill. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Keelan Russell. Here's the pressure. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense finally got some momentum going their way. The offense has had some success. Now you got them in the perfect situation, predictable situation, 3rd and long passing situation. Now I'm going to get my speedsters on the field and get ready to rush the quarterback.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. There is a player still down on the field, and it is an LSU Tiger. They couldn't find the uprights on that 51-yard field goal attempt, so they'll give up the football. It'll be 1st and... Got a little grass. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know. just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurtle over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Levitt. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Picked off again. He's now thrown 20 interceptions. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45. Throwing Russell. It's complete to the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Little over anxious out of the stance early, and it's a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. That false start gives them a little extra work to do here on 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Intercepted. Got some room to run. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Going to the run, it's Berry. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit out, sir.
Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Keeps it on the option. He's knocked down for a loss of 7.
And that just looked off. The timing, the rhythm, I don't know what it was, but usually that option, man, it's so precise, right? Like really quickly making a read, and you could tell they weren't on the same page. It went absolutely nowhere. Defense won that rep.
Makes the catch. A big 3rd down stop by this defense, but they are still in field goal range.
Well, on that 3rd down play, they're just trying to get it to him quickly to see if he can do something with it after they catch. But this is a defense that takes pride in their ability to tackle in the open field. That was a fantastic job of rallying to the ball carrier, inbounds, and getting him down, now setting up 4th.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. And he's out of bounds at the 24, a yard short of where he would have wound up with the touchback. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Russell. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
And that's absolutely going to be one of the keys to this football game. Keep the rabbit in the cage, man. Don't let him get outside that pocket, start bouncing out wide. That's where he'll do a lot of his damage with all that speed. That is a big key for this defense. Great job here early in the
Caught, and he's got room. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And, man, this dude has been a weapon early in this football game. They just keep finding it. And the matchups are a problem. You want to put a linebacker on him, he's too fast for him. Continues to make catches, continues to chew up yards. You might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm. That might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. He's got great speed. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Running right, it's Durham.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Levin. Fires to the tight end. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Running right, it's Durham. There's some room. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. Let's take a look at the numbers through the first quarter. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. First play of the period, first down here. This time he wants to throw. Trying to set up the screen. Touchdown LSU! A great catch and run for 6. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
He'll bring it out. It's Jenkins. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic, and fortunate to get it back.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
The run inside. It's Hill. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
Third down is a big factor in games. It's something I know this offense in particular practices often throughout the week, but they just haven't been able to get it done so far in this game on these critical downs. That time, quarterback can't link up with his guy, and they've got to find a better way of being more efficient on third.
No chance for any kind of return there. They were all over him as soon as he caught the football. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or...
Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. LSU doing what it always does when they're really good, moving the ball on the ground.
Yeah, trying to find that physicality. They get so many great players across the country. LSU has the pick of people in Louisiana. Everybody wants to come there, and you can tell they always find great talent, and they're always able to run the football.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Running right, it's Durham. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He might want another play. Wants to throw. It's Levitt. Quick completion on the out. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
That's got to feel good if you're the offense, because third down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
And the Tigers look to keep this drive humming. On first down, it's Durham again. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Here's a give to Durham. Inside the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job by the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle, safeties come up and tackle, as opposed to linebackers and big defensive players. You get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually...
Snags it and he's open. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
The Tide ready to roll on offense. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get turning it on. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll go right back to him. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. From the shotgun, the inside give. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short.
There's a crease. Past the 30. He's at the 20. All the way. Touchdown, Alabama! An impressive run from the back. Gets him 6 points, good drink of water, and maybe a little oxygen.
He definitely needs some oxygen after that long run, but it looks simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
And he puts through the extra point. Fielded in the end zone, it's Turner. He only needs a sliver of daylight. He's on the loose. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Austin Mack. He lobs one high down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Here's a heat. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. He'll take it on the return. He gets a block. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Scanning the field, it's Levitt. Fires to the big fella. On the move at the 30. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The Tigers come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Wants to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Being started out great on this drive, but then a couple of incompletions, and now it's 3rd and 10. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
I know that was tough, but as a quarterback, you got to know on 4th down, you cannot take a sack. Any way, shape, or form, you've got to be able to get rid of that football and give it an opportunity. That time, I know it was...
Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a big shot, that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
So now it's 2nd and long. Mack. Pressure coming. And it's a sack.
And anytime you hit the quarterback, man, you make him think, you speed up the processor a little bit, and that's the 3rd on the day. This is a unit, actually, that does a good job of that. They're in the top 25 in the country at getting the quarterback on the ground.
Throws for the tight end. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Handoff, Caden Durham. Got enough for the first. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, LSU. Ready to try the point after. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. 1 snap, 1 touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Rogers. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Throwing, Mack. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Pocket breaking down. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with a look at Missouri taking on the #1 team, the Texas Longhorns. And it's the Longhorns in real jeopardy of kissing that top 10 ranking goodbye. They're being punked right now. dominated in every aspect of the game, and we haven't even hit halftime. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC.
He'll start the third quarter with the run. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Trying play action. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Right down the middle. All by himself. Carried it all the way down to the 35-yard line before they finally got him stopped. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Berry. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hands, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out.
Snags it, and there's running. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and now 18 on the season. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU built its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Austin Mack. He unleashes a long one. It's picked off and another empty drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Right on the money. Bringing it back. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. Here's a give to Durham. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Caden Durham again. Got enough space. Touchdown, Tigers. And they take it in for 6 more points.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great fact.